Be around people that will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Protect your peace. Society. You build unhealthy relationships, it builds an unhealthy person. Sorry. Welcome back to Travel with Truth. And if you're new here, then welcome. Today, our video is going to be about how to stay true to yourself on your self-love journey. And the first thing that I want to touch on is that self-love isn't a one-time thing, it's a daily choice. So you have to choose yourself every single day. If you started your self-love journey, you might ask, how do I maintain love? And today, that is what I'll be showing you in this video. I'm showing how to stay true to yourself even when life makes it hard. So the first thing is why it feels hard to maintain. So the first thing is we fall back into old habits like self-doubt, people-pleasing, and comparison, which is something that I struggle with a lot. In my healing process, I had to learn not to compare myself to others, not to be a people-pleaser, because when you be a people-pleaser, that's when the self-doubt comes in. That's when you start validating other people's feelings instead of your own. Sorry. Another thing is society, relationships, and fear of change. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You have to get out your comfort zone and learn to love yourself and live for yourself. Your relationships, you have to make sure that the relationships that you're building are healthy. The relationships that you're building, you cannot make those unhealthy relationships, because when you build unhealthy relationships, it builds an unhealthy person. You do not want to be an unhealthy person. And society, that's pretty self-explanatory if you want me to be honest, but I'll go into it a little bit more. So when I say society, I mean social media and the things that you see. So social media influences a lot of people to, I want to say females specifically, you're encouraged to have your body a certain way or have your mindset a certain way, and you're your own person. Don't pay attention to what anybody else is saying to you. Don't pay attention to what society is showing you, because everything that people are posting is fake. Be your own self, and live in your own truth. Don't worry about what anybody has to say. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Worry about yourself. The other thing is why it feels hard to maintain is because the pressure to always feel healed or enough. And this one hit me hard a little bit, because I feel as though that, I'm not gonna say I feel as though right now, because I used to feel as though that I wasn't enough, and I used to feel as though that I had to be healed in order for me to go about certain things. So throughout my healing process, I learned that I am enough and I am healed, and I'm not completely healed, but I'm getting to where I want to be. And nobody's ever truly completely healed, just like you're not always together. So I would say the biggest thing would be to keep your mind on you. Keep your mind, if you pray, make sure that you pray and you continue to seek God for the things that you want in your life. So just seek that clarity from Him in order for you to get to where you need to be. But always remember that you are enough, and remember that nothing or nobody can tell you what you can and can't do, because you are your own person. This is your life, and you live it the way that you would like to. Another thing I want to speak on is how to stay true to yourself and keep growing. So my biggest thing is you have to commit to your daily check-ins, journaling, and self-reflection. I put that because journaling is one thing, my biggest thing that helps me so much. And journaling has helped me to be a better person. It has helped me to get out my feelings when I feel as though that I'm not able to get that out. When I feel as though I have nobody to run to, journaling is my way to go, because I can write, not read it at all, and then go back the next day and read it and say, okay, this is where I can make progress at. This is where I can heal a little bit better today. This is where I can be my 1% better today. Another thing is let go of perfection. You have to show up for yourself always. So nobody is perfect. You do not have to be perfect. Those around you, what you see on social media, you may think is perfect. That's okay, because that's what they portray it to be. Everything is not perfect. My life is not perfect. I'm struggling. I'm okay to admit that, because I know the things that I go through. I know the things that I've been put through. So, of course, I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. The next person is not perfect. All these social media influencers and everything, not to put any shade to them or any, like, to put them down in any way, but a lot of social media influencers literally portray their life to be perfect. They post all the good moments of life. They don't post the bad moments. And like I said, that's okay, because you post what you want people to see. You post what you feel as though you want people to know about you, and that's how it should be. You deserve privacy. So, continue to be the person that you are, but like I said, that social media society is not showing you the truth behind healing. So you have to let go of the thought of being perfect, because you will not be perfect. And that's okay. You have to learn to be okay with being yourself, not what society is asking you to be. Another thing is you have to set boundaries without guilt. And when I say protect boundaries without guilt, protect your peace. This was one of the hardest things for me in my healing process. Like I said, I'm still in my healing process, and that's why I'm sharing this story with you, because I'm still in my healing process, and I feel as though sometimes I don't protect my peace. When I say protect your peace, I mean anything and everything around you that you feel as though is draining you, get it out your life. If you feel as though, like, the only thing I would say you can't take out of your life is work and things like that, because those are things that you need, because you have to get to where you want to be in life. You have goals, of course. But when I say protect your peace, you have the ability to not talk to certain people. You have the ability to control your surroundings, whether it be where you live, where you work. It can be literally any of that. It can be the things that you watch, the things that you eat. So you have to pay attention to the things that you're eating. Continue to eat healthy and protect your body at all costs. Pay attention to the people that you're around, because everybody's not there to support you. Everybody's not there to, and they're not there in your best interest. Let me just put it like that. And I realized that a lot. So that was one of the hardest parts, because I had to let a lot of people go out of my life, because I realized that they weren't for my best interest. They weren't in my life for my best interest. They had their own plans. And nothing's wrong with having your own plans. Don't do that over here. Another thing was, that goes back to this. So you have to have your tribe. So when I say tribe, I mean your support system, those people around you. Like I said, you have to create that on your own. That's not something that just comes and goes. That's something that you have to create. So when I say tribe, you have to think of your family. And when I say family, I don't mean your blood, because your blood is not always there for you. Your blood family is not the ones that will sit here and support you the way that you want to be supported. And they won't give you the same energy back that you give them. So when I say tribe, when I say family, I do not mean your blood family. Of course, some of them will be there, but when I say tribe, I mean you create your own system. You create your own family. So those around you that support you and are there for you, and they love you for you, and they will be there every step of the way, that's your tribe. The people that's going to tell you about yourself, and they want you to do better, and they're telling you about yourself so that you can continue to progress in life, those are the people that you want around you. You don't want the people that are yes men, or people that are just going to tell you what you want to hear. That's not what you want. That's not what you need. Tell people, be around people that will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And the other thing for how to stay true to yourself and keep growing, you have to trust the process. when I say trust the process, setbacks don't mean failure. Don't think that you're failing just because you're not where you're at, where you want to be in life. Don't think that you are failing because of something small and minor that happened. This also is another big part for me because I feel as though I let my failures define who I was. And that's what made me the person that I am today, because I learned that me failing, all those obstacles that I had, like I said in my other video, if you go back, one of my other videos, I said that your obstacles are your opportunities. And I meant that because when I say your obstacles are your opportunities, that's another step in trusting the process, because you can fail as many times as you need to, as long as you know you have to get back up and keep going. Don't let those failures stop you. Let those failures be the reason that you keep going. Let those failures, look those failures in the eye and tell them to back up. You got this. Keep going. Don't let those failures get in the way. Use them as your opportunities and keep it pushing. So that's all for the how to stay true to myself and keep growing. Another thing is what life looks like when you keep choosing you. So when you continue to choose you, when you continue to live for you, it makes it so much better. I promise you. I'm learning. I'm still learning, and I'm in the process. Like I said, I'm in my process of healing and learning what self-love is. And so that's why I'm here, so I can show you and teach you along as while I go. So when you choose you, you have more peace, you have more confidence, and you have more freedom. Those are 3 things that nobody can take away from you. Don't let anybody take away your peace. Don't let anybody take away your confidence, because you are her, you are him. Don't let nobody take that away. And your freedom, don't let nobody take that away either. You stop seeking validation and you start living for yourself. The biggest thing is validation. Don't seek validation from other people. When you seek validation from other people, like I said in the last video, when you seek validation from other people, you start to depend on them. Don't depend on them. Stop seeking that validation and start living for yourself. Do what you feel as though is right for you, not for somebody else. And you know your worth, so you handle challenges differently. This was one of the biggest things for me as far as what my life started to look like, because I started to know my worth. So one of my biggest affirmations that I say to myself is, I am worthy. Repeat that to yourself in the mirror about 5 times in the morning, 5 times in the middle of the day, and 5 times before you go to sleep. And I promise you'll start to feel worthy. You'll know your worth. You'll know what you're capable of and what you're not. You'll know what you can handle and what you cannot. But you start to handle challenges differently because you know you are worthy. You know you are enough. And you know you are truth. So continue to live for yourself. Continue to know that you're worthy. And continue to build yourself up to the woman or the man that you would like to be. And the last thing that I want to touch in this video is, what can you do for yourself? So watching this video, listening to all the tips that I gave or anything that I have said, what's one way that you are showing up for yourself this week? So that's a question that I want you to answer. You can answer it under the comments if you're comfortable, or if you would like to send me a personal DM, you're more than welcome to do that as well, and I'll make sure that I answer to that. Or if you just want to write in your journal today, journal and write your answer. But I'm gonna repeat the question again. It's, what's one way you're showing up for yourself this week? Just remember that. So like I said, make sure you comment, and when you comment below, also, if you don't want to give your answer, then you can also comment someone else's advice. Like, give someone else advice that you feel as though you heard in life, or you know that you've heard and you want to share with someone else. So just share some advice, and make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe for more. And if you have any feedback, any tips or tricks for me. If you have anything that you would like to share with me at all, like I said, you can comment below, or you can send me a personal DM and I'll make sure that I respond to you. But everyone, have a great rest of your day, and thank you for traveling with truth.
Take this pain and turn it into something